One of the biggest mistakes SWAT leaders make when it comes to launching marksmen is letting men miss weeks along the way or allowing men to join a marksman boot camp after the boot camp has already launched. Each session builds upon the last session. So session 6, for example, builds on 5, 5 built on 4, 4 builds on 3, 3 builds on 2, 2 builds on 1. So if you take out session 2, then the men aren't ready for session 3. If men miss session 1, then they don't have the foundation to build upon for session 2 through 6 or 2 through 8. So do not allow men to miss and do not allow men to start once the boot camp has already began. This will actually benefit you, however, because what drives people to action is this idea of scarcity. People oftentimes want what they can't have. And if you tell them they can't join marksman because they've missed the registration date or they've missed the opening session, then that's just going to motivate them all the much more for them to join the next boot camp that you have available. Do not take shortcuts on this and do not make exceptions for this rule. If a man already knows he's going to miss out on sessions 2 and 3 and 6, then share with him that it would be better for him to wait until such a time that he's actually able to dedicate the time that he needs to properly go through marksman. No question you're going to ruffle some feathers, and no question some men are going to walk away, but that's okay. We're looking for men who are willing to do hard things, and it's not that difficult to carve out time where there's 6 or 8 sessions in a row that they can commit to. We've had doctors on call, we've had surgeons on call, we've had firefighters and police officers that have changed their work schedules in order to make this happen. It's possible to commit to all 6 weeks in the United States, and it's possible to commit for all 8 sessions internationally. Emphasize the fact that men should not and cannot join a marksman boot camp unless they're willing to commit to all sessions in the boot camp. Trust me, every time we've made an exception for this rule, it has backfired. Don't make exceptions, don't allow men to start late, and don't allow men to miss weeks. If a man starts with the good intent of going through all 6 or 8 weeks of the boot camp, and somewhere along the way something happens and he can't finish, then allow him to start back over at no additional cost for the next boot camp. But don't let him continue forward because he's missed too much training along the way. Every man who joins a marksman boot camp anywhere in the world is committing to being there for every session of the boot camp. If for whatever reason they cannot honor or will not honor their commitment, they're really not ready for the journey. Be compassionate, be empathetic. Sometimes men have legitimate reasons why they miss, such as a surgery or a family emergency. So you don't have to guilt them or shame them, but give them an opportunity to register for the next boot camp so they can go through all sessions of the boot camp and finish what they started.